We all know when a team loses the Super Bowl, that leaves that dreaded hangover, right? I chatted with the Chiefs on Monday with the rest of the broadcast crew. And, you know, the whole concept of losing the Super Bowl drags you down. I don't think applies to this Chiefs team. It just doesn't. They seem to be a different breed of football players. And I think what this is doing is kind of feeding them, or in the case of Mahomes, not feeding him, literally. Because I asked Mahomes, because you see how he's more fit. I'm giving the international symbol of no longer having much of a gut. Although I do feel like I'm reporting as eligible right now. You know, I'm eligible from Brazil.
Make sure Sean Hockey hears you.
That's right, exactly. Actually, I think that was Brad Allen. Let's not throw Sean Hockley under the bus. But anyway, I asked Mahomes if he did anything different, if he did a different workout regimen, and he said he was just cutting out the snacks. And also not going to a lot of other things that you're invited to after you've won a Super Bowl. And so that was cut out, if you will, from his travel diet or his social diet and his downtime diet. That and cutting out the snacks, he said. Because I said to him, I'm like, so you weren't working out with Luka? There's not any men's health type of, regimen that you did? He said, no, I don't know if he was just shining it off or not, or just making light of something that he doesn't want to talk about. But you could just see, that they're pissed. I think they're pissed about people talking about a window closing or the narrative that it's essentially over and that the division's getting tougher and that there are other Super Bowl winning head coaches now in the division. And so the division's going to get tougher. I even asked Mahomes about the whole, Lucky stuff. I did ask him if he saw the Coldplay meme of of a ref hugging him, or was he hugging the ref in that meme? I guess I forget.
The ref was hugging him, I think. Hold
on, okay, and he said he saw it. He said he saw it, that people made him aware of it. And I thought to myself, it was this year's version of it'll get handled when it gets handled, which is what he said in response to that Raiders rookie who, was making fun of his voice with a Muppet that somebody brought to training camp. I guess, and then there's the issue of Kelce's retirement that everyone thinks is imminent now that he's engaged, and now that, he was thinking apparently at the end of last year of perhaps it being over, and he's come back. And now that conversation that hangs over the Chiefs, or at least him in a conversation, may not hang over him when he's working and going about his life, but it gets brought up to him. And we did talk about it in the pre-broadcast meeting with him, and I'm wondering if he gave us the same answer he gave today. I have not heard this soundbite because I guess it was today. The team is traveling, is here in Brazil. It traveled yesterday. So Kelce was asked about this potentially being his final year in the NFL.
Is this the last dance?
For who? For me? Man, it's the last one on the contract right now, but I'll tell you what, I'm feeling young and I'm feeling ready to rock, baby.
Look how loose that shirt is, man. It looks great.
God, man, this thing was a little tighter last year.
That was not the answer. Because I not the ready to rock or in the shirt being loose, but those guys are loose and it's fun, and you could see like the massive crush of media with Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes sitting there right now, perhaps the most famous quarterback, tight end, or wide receiver, pass catcher duo on planet Earth right now. So, because I did ask Kelce, I said, as somebody who talks about it every day, how would you want it positioned from your end of things about whether this is your final year? And he said it was year 13. So that was similar. And it's also the last year of his contract. And that he wanted to finish his contract out. And that's all he would give on that subject matter. And literally said those words. It's year 13, and he doesn't have any more years left on his contract. And part of the reason why he came back is it was a contract, and he wanted to live and work it through. And obviously the implication that they lost the Super Bowl added to that mix as well. So I don't know. That I kind of felt like that was a slight door open on that front.
Door open to returning next year?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But the idea is listen, man, it's year 13. I don't have any more contractual runway left. Let's just leave it at that.
Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.